Hey friends, this is Shayna with Frame It and Contain It by Shayna. And not only are you watching me on my page, but you're also watching me here on Craft Around the Clock. So I want to welcome each and one of my framers as well as all of my Craft Around the Clock friends for tonight. I'm sure today you have had lots and lots of crafters, but hopefully I can inspire you to play with some dried flowers or maybe start doing some dried flowers. So as you guys come on, also, do us a favor and don't forget to spread those seeds, y'all. Anyway, come on in, say hello. Sorry, I look kind of like a little grungy. I just came in from mowing the yard. It was nice and cool this afternoon, or not cool, but the sun was out good. And just in case we get another rain, it was needing to be mowed, y'all. With all the storms and stuff that's come through, lots of limbs picking up. And then it was time to mow before the next one. Hey, Miss Tracy, how are you? Hey, Miss Lori. Hey, Twyla. You guys come on in, say hello. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do a shadow box with using our stencils to decorate the edges. This could be like a frame, but we're also going to frame in a dried flower arrangement. So I'm just repurposing the other side of this block. I think I ordered these a long time ago. I think these are... I'm not sure the measurements. I'll have to measure them for you. But these came from Michael's. And so I love them because they're lightweight. They can be used as shelf sitters. You can use them to hang on the wall. You can do so many things with them. They were great projects for workshops. But I'm going to use the back side of it today to kind of act as like a shadow box. Hey, Adeline. Hey, Estelle. Hey, Lisa. How are y'all? Come on. Hey, Pamela. Miss Pamela Taylor. And so that's kind of what we're up to. We're going to be using our... coxcomb, of course, goldenrod, our poppy seed, and I'm going to incorporate a new one into our dried flowers, and it's some of these straw flowers. Aren't those just absolutely beautiful? Those are so pretty. These are straw flowers. I love, 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 love these. So we're going to try to incorporate some of those into our arrangement as well. So, but anyway, how is everybody? Did everybody survive the storms? If you had storms where you were at, tell me if you had any damage or not. I hope everybody was okay. We had two different kinds of storms come through here. I'm trying to decide what color I'm going to use, what stain. I'm going to go with the driftwood because that's what's on the other side. Anyway, it was Sunday evening. That's when I was supposed to go live. We had a storm come through, and it was really strange. It was lots and lots of wind, but lots and lots of hail. And I have never seen anything like it. We were at the hospital with my mother-in-law, and it came through by the time we were getting discharged. So we had to wait a little bit. And it was the creepiest thing ever. I'm using driftwood stain to finish staining the rest of it, okay? It's called driftwood stain. It's from Minwax. It's a tintable based stain. You can pick a color and then they will tint it for you. I absolutely love this stain. One, it doesn't smell. It's water based and it dries really fast. Okay, so there's your little clip on that. Anyway, about the storm. It came just a bullywugger, as I would call it. Just like a bullywugger, you know? And but it hailed like crazy. I've never seen, we was coming down the road, coming home after the storm had passed. And there was just like sheets of just ice on the sides of the road. Just sheets of ice. It was just crazy. And what was weird is the ice was so cold that it was steaming. It was steam and fog was coming up from it because it was so cold. I don't have any comments. Am I going to have no comments tonight? Oh, come on. I got to have comments tonight, right? I know, Mike. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate that. Now I can see some comments. Hopefully I'll start seeing them. Hey, Hazel. How are you? Hazel, how was it at your place? I know you're in Oklahoma and had some storms. But that was the first storm. And we were coming back. I wasn't in the past storm, but the remnants will be here tomorrow with rain and wind. Oh, I hope that you don't get any bad ones. I hope that you can stay out of the path. But, Anyway, that storm was crazy. I mean, I've never seen anything. We had to turn around. We got down this one highway, and we had to turn around because they had power lines down from the wind. So we had to turn all the way around, go back to Fayetteville, and then go through Springdale to come back home. And so that's what we had to do. And then on the way to Springdale had that kind of ice too. It was really, really weird seeing that kind of ice on the side of the road. And it wasn't like the temperatures were really hot. It was just that ice was so cold that there was steam coming up from the ground from the ice because it was just absolutely so cold. I never seen anything like it. It was so crazy. Hi, Miss Tracy. Hey, Karen. How are you, my friend? How are you doing? Okay. So make sure we get all the crevices and the sides. All right. I've got some wreaths I'm wanting to make, so we're going to have to work on those one day. But I got to get caught up. School is out. Woo-hoo! I was going to do a reel with me going, yay, school is out, but I hadn't got a chance to. I may still do it, even though it was the other day. But our school is out. There's some schools that are having to go about another week. But we were based on minutes versus days. And so it was kind of funny how we got out earlier than everybody else. But we did, and I'm excited about it. Gives us a few more days. But it was a good school year, though. I can't complain. I love the little school I work at. It's just a cute, sweet, oriented little school. I mean, I just love it. I love the teachers. They're all a really good group. I love the kids. The kids are amazing. They're just, anyway, I'm still not seeing comments, but just a few. Thank you, Francis. I appreciate those stars. Oh, you're from Hawaii. Hi, everyone from Hawaii, here to celebrate my grandson's graduation. It's only 2:30 in the afternoon here. Wow, you're in Hawaii? Wow. What am I chatting about? Oh, about the storms. Hey there. Springdale gets out Friday. Oh, okay. I was thinking a lot of people had to go a lot of schools had to go one more week. But I am glad we are done. Done. So, all right, let's give this a little dry. Oh, I see some I missed. I see it in the camera right there. And here I just wiped off my paintbrush. I missed that spot right there. I'm glad I saw it in the camera. Somebody would be yelling at me. You forgot a spot. There's a spot right there. How did I miss that, y'all? How did I do that? But I will say the garden, it suffered a little damage. Not bad. But our potatoes kind of got trampled from the hail. But they're holding their own. And I've got some tomatoes that they didn't really get trampled. They kind of did, but they kind of didn't. But they're kind of like covered in mud, which is not a good thing. They don't like to be wet. And so I hope they kind of come out of it. Because of all of that hail and all of the wind and everything and so much rain at one time, all of that, it just made a lot of that dirt and stuff turned into mud and just kind of get all over them because they weren't very old plants. And so they were closer to the ground. And so anyway, hopefully they'll come out of it. Yeah. So that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. The potatoes will probably perk back up and be okay. So they're just kind of, right now. After what you would feel like if you'd been trampled down. So, all right, did I get all my spots, y'all? But, anyway, there we go. And then the second storm that came through was the ones that had the tornadoes in it. We had like 3 or 4 tornadoes going on at 1 or 2 times. And James, bless his heart, potatoes are tough. They are, aren't they, Mayor? James, we had this little car that we took Jordan's car over, and so she could get a different one. And so James drives it to work because it gets good gas mileage. Well, it has like a glass top on it, you know, and we definitely don't want it to get damaged in any way. And so if it hailed again, we'd be in trouble. And so he went ahead and stayed at the shop where he works, and he parked it inside. And that storm come rolling through, the second one, and I know there was a tornado that came through Huntsville pretty much. And so he got down in the pit. He said it got kind of crazy. And it also in Fayetteville, it came pretty close to where Jordan lives, not far away. So it got a little hairy there for a day or so, for a few hours. And it just kept one storm coming after another, you know. But that's usually about this time of year, you know, when stuff kind of hits like that. It's almost there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I love this stencil, y'all, that came in a packet from Essential Stencil. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to get and do the edges with this. Maybe 2 corners. I don't know if we'll do all 4 corners or 2 corners. We'll have to look and see. So I thought it'd be pretty to do that. But I haven't got a lot accomplished since I've been out because I've been doing lots of paperwork. Getting caught up. I had to pay bills. Had to use some invoices. I had to, what else did I have to, I had to take my mother-in-law to the hospital, and she's okay. She just needed some more medicine, better medicine. There just wasn't anything open and she needed it. So anyway, then I went and did some errands for her today. So it's just been kind of, you know, one of those type of weeks so far. But tomorrow I'm going to go and pick up some flowers for her because Decoration Day is this weekend. And so that we will get that done. And I hope it doesn't rain because I'd like to work my flower beds because you know what? Poppies are about to bloom. The chamomile's starting to bloom, you know. And after this rain, they look kind of a little bit, you know. So they need a good trimming. I'm going to harvest some of the chamomile. There's not many, but, you know, enough to make a cup of tea. And so I'm going to harvest those and trim them back so they can bush out and recoup from the storm. But I'm not going to cut the poppies because I want them to bloom. And I've got a lot of work to do in that little bed. The zinnias are starting to come up. But and coxcombs are starting to come up too. But my marigolds are not, which my marigolds are kind of old. The seed is kind of old on them. So I don't know if they're going to make it or not. And I really want them to because they're a tall cut flower variety. And they're really big marigolds. They're really pretty. So anyway, I'm just yakking, y'all. Y'all help me keep, my time ends at 8:15. So y'all have to, Mayor, you have to keep me informed, okay? All right, so I'm going to just lightly do this right here. Here on this edge. But I've got lots to do. I got to get Tammy and Tommy situated. And see, isn't that pretty? Just kind of adds to it a little bit. Isn't that pretty? Not too dark. We do this other side. Dun, dun. And I've got the market. I didn't get to go to the market last week, so I got to go this week. And I'm getting tea ready for you guys. I've got the Homestead group got their order in, so it's time for me to get ready for you guys so you can order tea. If you're a newbie here on my page, we love to drink Mullein tea. And so now I'm going to have it available this next week for sure. Because what had happened, I was planning on having it ready for y'all this week. And I sold a lot of it at the market and in the homestead group. They ordered quite a bit. And so I had to order some more bags and things like that to put the mullein and stuff in. Because I can't ship it in an envelope. That would be no fun. You know? So, but I've got a tea blend. And I've got mullein. I've got hibiscus. I've got chamomile. And I'm going to have a new blend with some stinging nettle in it. And stinging nettle is just really, really good for you. But if you've never heard of mullein, mullein is an herb. It's a weed that you can drink. You know, hey Diane. Drink as a tea. You can also make a tincture out of it, and it's really good for respiratory allergies, things like that. And I love the flavor of mullein. Okay, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay. So we're going to find that one edge. There's the edge. Do that like that. And see how easy and simple that was? All right, so now we're going to put some moss right here, I think. Or I might put moss down in it. I might do that. Let's see what it looks like, y'all. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's kind of been a slow process. You know, when I work full time, it's kind of a slow process. Okay, I'm trying to think how I want to do this, if I want to do it. Cover the whole thing and then stick the others in there. Or do I want to do it like this? No, I'm going to do the whole thing. We're going to play with it and see how it goes. Make sure I have some glue gun. Let's push this around. My husband covered my seedlings there, coming up with mulch band again. Oh no! Oh no! You gotta watch those husbands. I'll tell you what. Just like that year I was gonna grow Sweet Annie, and they were coming up. They're about that little, and James just tilled them right up. They mean well, don't they? They mean so well. So I'm going to put that in there. Okay. They do. They, bless their hearts, they mean well. They just, you know, they just don't think. And they talk about us. They talk about us. Okay, I'm going to put this down in here. I got to do it fast because it dries fast. Dun, dun, dun. But they mean well. You know, it's so funny, that video with him and the onions. People have just loved that video of Mr. James. Did you guys see that video? It is so funny. And it was so funny because I had no idea he was going to say that at all. And people have loved that video so much. I couldn't believe it. It was hilarious. All right, I'm going to see what this looks like in the middle. Do I want that in the middle? Or no, is it too big? Is it too big, y'all? Should have probably got a smaller one. I was kind of wanting a centerpiece, but I don't know if I want that big. This is a coxcomb. If you've never seen a coxcomb, and this is a coxcomb. This is what one of them looks like. You know, it by itself could almost just be a showstopper, you know? But I think it takes up too much. If I just did it by itself, it'd be kind of pretty. So what we're going to do is, we might take it apart. You can do that, you know. And then make it smaller. Just make it smaller. And this is the nice thing, is you can play with these coxcombs. See, look at there. Make it smaller like that. That's much better. Much better, y'all. I need a glue stick. All right. Hi, Miss Kelly. How are you? I'm trying to make sure I'm seeing comments here. There we go. Hopefully they will come through. I do too. Oh, no. Almost there. I do too, Miss Mary. What was it? Was it your Snapdragons? Or... You have to tell me what it was. That it was. Down to my planner. Oh, the coxcomb seedlings. Oh, no. They're pretty tough, too. Those coxcomb seedlings. They are. Okay, so I've got some Sweet Annie here. I would be disappointed too. Okay, let's see about putting this down in here. Got some goldenrod. Let's just look at the goldenrod for a minute. This is goldenrod. This is what I harvested. My mom and I did the fields, and we make tea out of this. We also make tinctures out of it. It's really good for your immune system, your lymphatic system. It's just good, a good all around. Oh, I gotta remember the straw flowers too, y'all. Oh, here, let me look at one of these. I wonder. Yeah, put that one there. I can't forget. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Here we go. Let's get. I don't want to forget these. These are fun to play with. Here's a pretty one, right like that. I love straw flowers. I love the different colors that they come in. Okay. I wonder if we need a third one. You know, you have to work in threes, right? So let me grab, let's see, do I want to grab some Sweet Annie to go in with it? Yeah, because that'll be good contrast. Good contrast in there with it. But goldenrod makes, it's a lovely tea. I actually will put goldenrod and mullein together for a tea, and it's really good. I like it. I like it. Some people can't take it because they say they're allergic to it. Set that down through there. What did I do with the other Sweet Annie? Oh, here it is. I'm going to take this one up for a minute. But it hasn't bothered me in any way. And James has allergies, and it hasn't bothered him. So, which I'm really glad because it's so good for you. We really like it. Okay. So let's put, you know what? This is supposed to be the front. But I want to make the other side the front. Let's put that like that. Put this one right here. Let it go right there. And do we want this one? I need one more. I thought I grabbed one that I liked, but maybe I didn't. Maybe it was this one. Yeah. And I'm going to cut this little stem that comes up right there. Right there in the middle. Y'all are a quiet bunch tonight. You are, you are. I'll have to put another deal in there. There we go. So I know Pamela has been waiting for tea. She's been chomping at the bits wanting some tea. So Pamela, be patient, friend. I know I haven't forgot you at all. I've been trying to think of how I want to sell it, whether I want to do like a live sell or what, and trying to come up with a way to do the links because I don't have a website per se. I have like Linktree and I have Stand Store, but so I'm first going to introduce it in a live sell and let people take orders then, and then I think I'm going to do them in like bundles and with links or something like that. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out, I promise. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Isn't that pretty? Pretty pretty. Okay. We got to add some poppy seeds too, y'all. So let's add a little bit of goldenrod. Goldenrod is usually blooming about the end of the summer. Mullein is probably showing its true colors here any day. A lot of people have been seeing it a little bit. It's kind of just now coming out. That looks so pretty with that. But, you know, there's other different things that have been going to making great tinctures that my mom's been keeping her homesteaders informed of. Like when Clary's was ready. When other, you know, dandelion has been going real well. What else have we done, ladies, that she's talked about? Oh, phooey. You know, plantain is really thriving right now. It's a good one to get to make salves out of for like cuts and scrapes and bruises and stuff like that. Comfrey is out there. Comfrey's a good one for you to make a really neat salve out of. It helps heal up the bones, things like that. Let's do a little bit of coxcomb here. So there's lots of those weeds that we call weeds out there actually are really good for you. And my mom, she's such a wonderful wealth of knowledge to teach us how to utilize them in our group. And then last night in our homestead group, we made Summer in a Jar, y'all. Did you see that? We made, since strawberries are in season, we made strawberry lemonade concentrate. It was so yummy, y'all. It was so yummy. So yummy. Okay, so that was a little, I don't want to cover up my goldenrod too much there. I'm going to add it. Where do I want to add it? Yeah, and then we'll put some poppy seeds right there. Oh yeah, I'm definitely interested in tea seed and all. Oh, good. I do have coxcomb seeds available. If you are interested in coxcomb seeds, just put coxcombs in the comments, and I will send you a link afterwards. I need to put it in my chat. I do now, Diane. It's been coming and going. Hey, Miss Amy, how are you? I'll get a few and then it'll quit. I'll get a few and then it'll quit. I don't know why. I need more glue on this one. There we go. And I may have some hyacinth seeds available. Did you see my hyacinth bean vine last year on my arbor? I think I'm going to have seed for it. And so if you're interested in any of that, if you'd like a vine, something that would vine, let me tell you, it will definitely cover an area. It will definitely cover quite a bit of area. And it's a beautiful purple. flower. Okay. And my mom, she got a really good blessing today. Homesteaders, you'll have to go look and see what my mom got today. It was definitely a blessing. Okay, that was looking so pretty. All right, let's get some poppy seed and let's put them up here, and then we'll add some more filler down in here. Hi, Miss Tammy. Hey, Ruby. How are you? All right, we got 15 minutes. I just saw it was 8 o'clock. We're doing good. We're doing good. See, this I can keep and then take the leaves off of and make tea out of it. Make some good old tea. But I love to craft with what we grow here on our page. You know, a lot of our flowers we like to dry or press and craft with them so that you get lots of use out of what you grow. And then you don't have to worry about watering them, right? Once you dry them, you have an arrangement year-round, and you don't have to worry about watering them. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Pretty, pretty. I need to get a little more rooster coxcomb down here. Coxcomb comes in many different sizes. You never know what you're going to get. That's for sure. You just don't ever know what he's going to produce. Whether it's going to be the little rooster heads, the big giant heads. You just don't ever know. It's always a surprise. Always a surprise. Let's hold up there for a minute. Hello, Miss Holly. "15 minutes. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, thank you." We're going to do good, I think. Okay. Now, another thing is if you grow poppies, keep the seed heads because you can craft with those. And do you know, I looked at what poppy seeds heads cost, like at Hobby Lobby, just for like 3 or 4 in a bundle. It's like $6 to $9 when you can grow them in the garden and get tons of them, you know, for just a little bit of seed. Just a little bit of seed. Maybe there. Okay. I'm going to stick a little bit of glue up underneath right there to help hold all of that down for just a minute. It's so funny because Facebook's going, Pamela's watching, Hazel's watching, Caroline's watching. It's telling me everybody that's watching. But it's not letting me see a whole lot of comments. Okay, so this is what your poppy seed heads will look like when they go dry. You know, all you gotta do is you can get the seed out of them and then use the rest of it to craft with. Hi, Miss Joyce. How are you? Now I'm going to use my other scissors. I don't want to hurt those. Use my heavy-duty scissors here. Let's see. Do I want that one right there? Yeah. I think that one will be pretty there. Okay. I'm going to put this one here. Sometimes they look good in clusters, the poppy seed heads. I like them come in clusters. Or do I want to put it right there? I think I'm going to put that one right there. Sometimes I can look at it in the camera, and then I can see what I need to do. Usually that's what I do sometimes. This is what we have so far. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Love, love, love that. But I need to put something up in this little corner. Let's get some goldenrod maybe as a good filler for it. Now that I'm off work, I'm going to get my newsletter going again. So if you've not signed up for my newsletter or on my email list, just type in the comments, exclamation stand. It's a free newsletter. I send out every Monday. I may be sending more than just Monday out when things arrive. Like if there's a sale, like right now, Young Living is having a 30% off sale. If you are an oiler and use Young Living products, they never have sales very often. So 30% off is a big deal. So and then I might send you some tips. I might just let you know when we're going to go live for the week. So do exclamation STAN and then look for Shane for the newsletter. Okay, it's a free newsletter, and you can sign up for it. And if you've already signed up, then you're ready to go. Just be watching your email on Monday. I'll let y'all know though. How pretty that is, y'all. Look at that. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, Holly. Okay. All right, so we got a few more minutes. Now, something else that we grow is amaranth. It smells so yummy. It's isn't that a pretty one? But you can grow this by seeds very, very easily. I've used it a lot in arrangements and wreaths and things. I'm trying to see, do I want to add that on there or not? It's almost too much. I think it would be too much. Trying to think, what else do we need to add, y'all? You have to tell me. What else do we need to add in there? Isn't that pretty? I love that. I love, love, love that. We might go along the edges and frame it up with some dark paint. Trying to think. Here, do I want to? Hi there, Girl Designs. How are you? Hey, Miss Beverly. Okay, so I want to see if I want to use the white or the dark. No, I don't like the white. I think I might just leave it, actually, because it's got that other design already on it. Isn't that pretty? So pretty, so pretty. Now look, this is a lot that's actually, this come from the garden, the poppy seed heads. The straw flowers are from a friend of mine's garden. She actually, her name is the Natural State Flower, or the Natural State Garden, something like that. She lives down the road from me. Coxcomb is from my garden. These coxcombs are the goldenrod we foraged. And then the moss we purchased. And then the Sweet Annie was given as a gift. A lady grew it, Jenny Roberts. She grew it and sent me some of that. So so a lot of this was grown, except for the moss. Isn't that amazing how you can craft with what you grow, y'all? Isn't that just so pretty? I absolutely love that. Love, love, love that. Purdy, purdy. This one's a big poppy, but I don't think we need him. Ooh, I got a mess, y'all. I got a mess. All right, we have about, 5 more minutes. And, goodness, I can't see comments. It's not letting me see. Oh, good, Betty. I'm so glad. I just saw Betty's on there. Does your mom have a group? We do. In fact, it was that Betty. Who's asking that? My mom and I share Shayna's family homestead. Put exclamation Stan. Let me see if I can write it down for you somewhere. Find a piece of paper and do exclamation STAN, okay? And if you're interested in our homestead group, you can do exclamation STAN, and it will also bring up the group, Shayna's Family Homestead, okay? It's a private group. It's a really good community. Some of the ladies here are in it. We forage in there. We teach you how to forage. We teach you how to make tinctures with herbs that you either forage, grow, or order in. We talk about gardening. We talk about canning. I mean, we do a lot of canning here when the canning season comes up. In fact, we canned some strawberry lemonade concentrate last night. It was so yummy. It was good. It was really good. And then whatever we're doing in our daily lives, is kind of what we post. We talk about oils too. So we have some oilers in the group. So if you're interested, we'd love to have you in our community. My mom creates content probably 3 times a week. And I go live on every Tuesday. And then I put posts in between. So you get a lot of content in that group, quite a bit of content. And you can also watch the replays from this last year. So anyway, look at that. Look how pretty that is. This is definitely a true example of how you can craft with what you grow, y'all. Definitely how you can craft with what you grow. This would be a great gift. You could, if you need something, you could take your garden stuff and then sell it in a booth. Lots of things you can use it with. How are you? Hey, Felicia, how are you? So isn't that pretty? I just love that. So we've got about 4 minutes. Does anybody have any questions? We can use this as a mini garden Q&A for about 4 minutes. Thursday nights is when we like to do that. You could ask any questions, and I'll be glad to, if I can see the comment, that is. And if you want to look at our stencils that we have, you can do exclamation ES, and it'll show you all of our stencils and transfers we have available. So, yay. I love this. I think this is so pretty. I love how it's like a shadow box. It's really pretty. And if you had a wreath to go with it, that would be really neat. Be really neat like that. So, y'all, it's not letting me see comments. I apologize. I see some of you. Cheryl's looking at how long she's followed me. That is so fun. Oh, good. I'm glad y'all are joining the newsletter. Great. Good job. 975 days. Hey, there's my mom, Lynn. Yeah. Hey, Sandra. How are you? Oh, but I'm glad y'all came and helped me out here on making our little shadow box tonight. Oh, excuse me. Y'all, I hate that I can't see comments, and I bet you're asking questions. If you ask some gardening questions, I will definitely come on after the deal and look at tonight when I sit down, look at what questions you have. It isn't working. Exclamation. Yeah, it's got to be all one word, okay? Exclamation STAN, Betty, okay? It's got to be all one word. Exclamation STAN. Yeah, there you go, Dretha. How are you? There you go. And you can find out all about those stencils. There you go. And I will be posting about the teas. We'll be having a live sale next week. It's kind of like an introductory sale. So, hey, Tracy. All right, friends, we've got 1 more minute. Anyone else have any questions? Got 1 more minute. I want to thank Miss Tracy for letting me come on tonight. I haven't been on Craft Around the Clock a whole lot. I do post a lot in there. What's the cost to join the homestead group? It is $15 a month, Miss Beverly. But I will tell you, you get a lot, okay? You'll get all the recipes. You get discounts on things like the teas. My homesteaders get discount. Oh, thank you, Diane. Yes, if you go to the Essential Stencil website, if you go to the stencil website, you can use my code FRAMEIT and get a discount, like a 10% discount on all your order. What?
Rain.
My husband's at the window. Oh my goodness. So if you guys, oh my goodness, look at that. 1,219 days. All right, friends. Well, my time is up here on Craft Around the Clock. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I enjoyed it. And hopefully, if you have any more questions, just give us a holler. But don't forget, craft with what you grow. Bye-bye.